Now paging Dr. Jackie, Lisa Simone, Dr. Heavenly. Where's Mariah? She gone. Dun, 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 dun. Let's go and get into it. Married to Medicine season 3, episode, let me see, 14. This episode of Married to Medicine was by far my favorite episode. And normally I'm the person that likes drama on the show, but this episode really was the best out of all Bravo's reality shows, to be honest. It showed a lot of positivity and, growth. I really, really, really was moved by this episode. So let's start from the beginning. Mariah, yes, you giving some Steve Harvey. You keep talking about his book, girl. I hope he giving your ass a couple of $1,000. So your ass, I hope he paying you to talk about the book, because you kept saying, think like a man, think like a man, think like a man, think like a man. I'm like, goddamn. Okay, girl, we heard your shit. Yeah, Steve Harvey. Mariah's about, you know what, Mariah, you about the only one that does a good job when you do the lingo. It actually is cute a little bit, but as far as sometimes you don't overkill it, but it's like borderline. So girl, I'll give you that. I'm here for you. Dr. Heavenly ended up pooching in on Taki Toyota and Eugene, honey. Dr. Heavenly, you came in, I don't know if you slept in your makeup, you might be lying, but girl, your face looked like somebody's some fat girl's kneecap. I was not here for it. Dr. Heavenly plopped her ass, plopped her ass right on that bed. And Eugene was like, no, honey, this is not a threesome that I am interested in. Girl, get your ass out my bed. She pooched on in there, and what's name was just like, she walked in, Taki Toya was like, she was like, what y'all in here doing? Taki Toya was like, girl, we ain't doing shit. That lets me know, child, as young as y'all not that old. Y'all ain't having sex, Toya. So I'm really concerned about your relationship as far as, do you really love this man? Are you really attracted to this man? Are you attracted to his credit card and his checking statement? So, girl, I don't know. You might be, dating him so you can pay off some college loans or some shit, girl. I just, if you are doing that, girl, I just, I hope you continue to do some co-parenting or some stuff. Because I like slick like Taki Toyota. I slick like her this season. She's been doing a little for me. Quad, I'm sick of you in these chemo wigs you're wearing. And no offense to any of my people who are going through chemo or cancer or anything. I'm just sick of Quad having these wigs on her head. Every time I see her, I think about my auntie who passed away. What was it, 11 years ago? She had breast cancer, and she used to wear these bad wigs. I love her to death, but girl, she used to have some bad wigs on, honey. I love her though. I love her. She know I love her. Shout out to Teresa. Rest in peace. But them wigs, honey, they just reminded me. And remember, my aunt, she was old too, so she wore them old wigs. And Quad, I don't mind a wig. I don't mind a lace front. But when I can tell that it looks like he's about to spin off your damn head, I'm just not really interested in it too. It looked like, Quad, if you do this right here, that if you pull like a straw behind me, like a string or something, like your wig will spin so much that it'll like make that circle and stuff and start mind controlling me. I'm just a little wary of that. You need to get that wig together, honey. Her and Jackie was pooching around on the beach. Dr. Jackie, you are stunning. You look really, really good. I love me some Dr. Jackie. What else was going on? Heavenly ends up gets into it with well, she was getting ready to get into it with Gia, and she was just saying that she doesn't want to talk about Gia because, she feel like she fucked her way to the top. I feel like that was a little trashy a little bit, and I'm just going to call a thing a thing. I feel like y'all picking on her because she's the white girl with the lip voice and stuff, and Gia can be very annoying, but I feel like y'all picking on her because she's a white woman, and I don't think y'all would do anybody else. Like, she ain't going to do that. She better respect my man, and it's kind of like, it's slick turning me off a little bit. I'm slick over it a little bit, and Heavenly, I'm like, you wouldn't talk to me like that, girl. I love you, girl, but you wouldn't be talking to me like that. I've been read the dog shit out of you, honey. I ain't gonna play with you. I would have read your ass, Heavenly, because you weren't gonna get too many of them on my ass. I'm gonna let you get a couple of jokes, but girl, I'm gonna have to bake your ass. I'm gonna have to turn the oven on broil and put your ass in the bottom pan and go cook the top of your ass first before I get to go cook the crust so people can know your ass is cooked, and then I get your insides, because I'm the only one know you ain't finished yet. Okay, charged up. So they end up cheating to talking to Jill. She just said, I don't think you're smart. And Jill wasn't here for him. She said, you know what, fuck you, bitch. And Jill was like, I can read too. Girl, that shit was so late when Jill said, I can read. I'm so tired of y'all in this lingo, honey. It's just killing my spirit. It's killing me. Y'all be overdoing the lingo. I'm just not here for it at all. Jill was like, I can tell. She was in Lisa Nicole. They end up pooching off and leaving. And Lisa Nicole told Jill, she said, you know what? You need to calm down. You need to get it under control. And Jill said, girl, I can handle myself. I'm not the one throwing water and fighting people. Girl, when she said that, I damn near took you out. It almost took me out. If that shit was not funny, I'm not the one throwing water and fighting people. Girl, that shit was funny as hell. Funty. The guys end up hanging out, and Cecil couldn't wait to be messy. And I was surprised because Cecil don't actually talk that much. Cecil was like, talking to John, Jill's husband, I think that's his name, and just saying that, are you gonna talk to what's his name? Are you gonna talk to having his husband about the situation? And he was just like, I'm not here for that. I'm not gonna talk about this man, and he's not here. And I am so glad he did that right then and there, because that said a lot. You're not gonna talk, because that's not manly to sit here and talk about what you're gonna do. And it just was not the time and place for that. So I'm glad he handled that really, really well. The women end up trying to make up Jill and Tackett. Well, what was it? Jill, and because everybody at Jill, Heavenly, and Lisa Nicole, all they trying to make up, and that shit didn't make up to break up, honey, because it didn't even work. It did not even work. But Dr. Heavenly did call it out. She said, girl, you lie a lot. You lied about your husband, calling my husband out, And I feel like, Jill, you be trying to do it look good, but at the same time, when you apologize, just apologize. Don't say what people did wrong. When you apologize on what you did. You don't have to tell what the other person did or You do that back and forth when y'all get into it, y'all fighting and shit. And then you apologize, I apologize for such and such. And if they don't apologize and they don't respect, they don't want to take their part of doing the shit, just apologize and move on and just say, fuck that shit. That's how I be. I'm not here to kiss nobody's ass. I'm into it with some friends and stuff now. I got some shit going on. I'm gonna call myself into it, but I'm just not here for people not supporting me. If I support everything you do and I'm here for you and I love you, you should be doing the same thing. But I feel like jealousy sometimes turns people, and I had a good conversation with Dineva this evening. Q. I had a very good conversation. She was just like, some people are okay with you being in a certain spot, and then when you do a little bit more, the contract is not the same. Like, girl, I was okay with you doing this, but I'm not okay with you going up. And I feel like that. Success is not going to come easy. I'm not saying I'm going to be the baddest person, but I can see myself doing a little bit more. My channel is growing, the support is growing. Everything is just good right now. Lots of stuff going on right now, but we ain't gonna talk about that. We gonna see what's gonna happen. I'll tell y'all about that later. But I'm in a happy place right now. I think a lot of my fans and the Jays know that I'm really, really happy. The job thing is something interesting, though. I'm trying to get used to this 9 to 5. I'm gonna talk about that a little bit more in some videos, but I'm trying to get some stuff together so I can do my videos, okay? Because some people trying me right now. What else was going on? What else was going on? Okay, I had to call Mariah out. She was talking about, they went backtracking because Takatoyo and Mariah and Lisa Nicole in the back riding around in the TLC SUV that Pebbles gave them, and they riding around wherever the hell they was at in the Bahamas, and we kind of backtracking, and they brought up the fact that, what's the name? Mariah had said, she had told Quad, I won't get off my cherry and throw tomatoes with you. And Mariah was just like, I'm not saying I'm better than anybody. Mariah, then you said, I'm just not going to get there with the rats and the pigs. Like, rats and pigs are kind of beneath. I don't think nobody really interested in rats and pigs. You were kind of feeling yourself when you said that, when you said you won't get off your cherry. You were doing it. You called it, girl. You said you are the tree and she is a branch, honey. Like, girl, you could have said, bitch, I'm a tree, honey. You might have a little shade, but I'm the tree. I will shake the fuck. Like, girl, you said something like that, but girl, Mariah, you are smelling yourself. You smelling yourself, honey, so you think you're a little better. So ain't nothing wrong with that, but Quad is, doing the damn thing now. She's a little bit bigger than you. You're not even, you're not even in the thing no more. Like, she just, ain't nobody featuring you too much. But, girl, it is what it is. Gregory and Quad in this tea session, because they all, everybody in the vehicle headed to I I forgot where they were headed to. They were headed somewhere. Oh yeah, they were headed to do this little doc relief team stuff that was really really cute. And what? And then Gregory and Quab was just T-Shay. Y'all was just using the shit wrong. And somebody had in the comments that said, Justin, you just fell out of with Quad. You was here for her. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna keep on saying this. I have been reading Quad since season 1, honey. I have been on her ass like white on rice. I ain't been on her ass hard, but the situation with her and calling that boy with the eyeliner stuff, I been wasn't here for Quad and these extra extravagant shit she be trying to do in these confessionals, and she on her head, her wig be sitting up on top of her head like a damn mushroom popping up after the fucking rainstorm. Girl, I don't got time. So they heading on their way to the doc team thing. And, you know, Mariah, I don't know who set it up, but, you know, they got all the docs getting ready to do blood pressure checks, blood sugar. Let me tell you something. My black folks, you got to put your chicken down. Let me tell you something. Blood pressure medication and some of these medications that we are taking are maintenance meds. That means that you're not supposed to be on them long term. Stop making them. Eat right, get them weight off you. If you notice you too big and you to the point that you got high blood pressure and diabetes, all that type of shit, you got to change your diet, because these pharmaceutical companies are making a killing off our eye black asses because we want to keep on eating pork chop and all this stuff. It's not good. It is not good. Like I'm telling you, like we got to do better. We have got to do better. Those are maintenance drugs, and we should not be on those long term. So we got to do a little bit better when we're eating right and treating ourselves healthy, because your body is your temple. That's my quote of the day, honey. So they get there and doing doing all the kind of stuff. I thought it was very, very cute. Everybody's working together. It wasn't too much shade. And I just loved it. I loved it. It was everything. It made me feel all cute and cuddly in the inside. And I was just very comfortable with it. I just love that everybody came together and they were trying to do a little better. And what the little girl said, this white girl is really nice. It made me think how white people interpret it in the Bahamas, like what's going on and some stuff going on. I'm going to have to research that and get into that a little bit. And it was really, really cute. I really loved the positivity. This was by far the best episode on Real Housewives of Atlanta and Married to Medicine, to be honest, because this was some real positive stuff. I loved it. And then we get into the couple sessions, the repair stuff that Dr. Simone came up with. Very interesting, repairing the relationship or whatever's going on. And, we switch husbands. And that was really, really good, because it gave you a chance to, do some role play and be comfortable telling, from a different perspective. And my guy, Curtis, I love Dr. Jackie and Curtis' relationship. I love their relationship. It was just so sweet. And Curtis was talking to Heavenly, and Heavenly was telling this stuff, about her working hard, and her husband want her to, be the back in the day wife. And that stuff right now is kind of not in right now. Women want to do their own thing, and there's nothing wrong with that. But Curtis was like, you have to understand, when you come to a relationship, we in a marriage, we both combine. And me and Q had a conversation about that, about this marriage stuff. It's very, very serious, because, he had wrote a post, an article about the Kappa guy who, him and his husband getting divorced, and how we be pursuing marriages and stuff and thinking that it's cute because we're going to take pictures and all that type of stuff. And marriage is a commitment. Right now, I'm in a place right now, I know damn well Justin Jake is not ready to buy a home. My credit is not good enough for me to buy a home, and I don't have the stability right now to buy a house. So right now I'm in an apartment. So until I'm ready for something like that long-term commitment, I'm not seeking marriage right now. I am looking for a relationship, but marriage is some serious stuff. You don't hop into you have to really think about it. And one of my psychology professors made a good point. No romance without finance. You cannot be sitting here getting with somebody, marrying somebody, unless you know what their finances at. There's credit, anything. You have to know before you do that. And I don't think everybody we be trying to look at these pictures and stuff, and this instant gratification that is not necessary and not needed or required. Lisa Nicole ends up talking to, she did a repair with Aiden, and she's telling him about the trust issues and all that type of stuff. I think we're going to get a little bit more of that in the next episode, but Lisa Nicole, she was about to cry. She was about to break down. And Toya made a good point. It was interesting to see how Lisa Nicole acts. But doing it, she was very weak, but she was, it wasn't necessarily weak. She was just being open and vulnerable. I loved it. And Dr. Aiden's been looking very, very good this season. So I really, really enjoyed this episode of Married to Medicine. Y'all tell me what y'all thought about it. I thought it was very, very cute. And I want to hear more about Lisa Nicole's marriage and stuff, honey. I hope Dr. Darren and them, and I hope they get their God together so they can find out what they're going to do with the relationship. Anyway, tell me what y'all thought about it. Follow me on Twitter, Justin J1232, Instagram, all that type of shit. And I'll talk to y'all later. Deuces.